What's up, guys? So a while back I made a video talking about how to talk to girls as a guy, and when I made that video I had a certain image of females and men in my mind. Like I had like this own perspective of how dating kind of works, but it wasn't a realistic perspective per se as to how, men and women work nowadays, especially men and women in my community. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how it's kind of hard for people to find love nowadays. Now, I know that there's plenty ways that people find love. People find love in homosexuality, lesbianism, there's plenty ways that people, polygamy. There's a whole lot that plays into it. In this video, I'm just going to be talking about the struggles of heterosexual monogamous love. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that like popular culture is kind of promoting promiscuity in a way that is kind of like it's everyone just has this warped perception as to what love should be instead of what it actually is. And so my definition of love and attraction and how people should be working together is, okay, no matter what, me and you, we're gonna stick together through thick and thin. It's me and you, right? But a lot of people, they have this mindset where it's like, okay, one mistake and you're out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have gone through traumatic experiences in relationships, and so it kind of like makes them put a wall up where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna let nobody do this to me again. But at the same time, when you put up a wall, it's hard for you to open up and be vulnerable. And then if you can't open up and be vulnerable, how are you going to be able to get close with somebody? And that's one of the main things about it. People don't necessarily get close anymore. It's kind of like, okay, we like each other. I think you're attractive. You think I'm attractive. You got money. I got money. You know what I'm saying? We got something in common. All right, we're going to build the relationship off the basis of that. But they don't actually get vulnerable with each other. They don't actually get close to each other. So it's easy for this weak bond to break because it's not a true forged bond. It's just kind of like it's like the difference between when you cook food and when you microwave food. If you microwave some food, it's gonna taste all right. I guess it's warm or whatever, but it's not gonna be the same as if you actually sat there, prepared some ingredients, and cooked it and put it together, and now you have a full home cooked meal. Whereas if you went to Food Line or whatever, got you a little TV dinner, popped it in the microwave. That's basically a lot of people's relationships, just microwave relationships, and that's literally coming from the culture of saying, okay, don't trust people, don't try to get close to people gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? TikTok and Instagram is another big promoter of promiscuity and just failing relationships in general. Because you got to think about it. Every single time you go on Instagram, what do you see? Tell me what you see. You see, number one, if you're a man, what you see? You see girls with big butts everywhere. It's nothing but baddies. Baddie. It's a whole bunch of baddies, right? And then you got videos talking about, oh, your girl gonna cheat if she do this. Your girl gonna cheat if she do that. When literally no two girls are the same. There's no two girls that are the exact same. So you can't make a generalized blanket statement that all girls are this way and all girls are that way. And then you putting this on social media, and who are the main people that are on social media? Children, right? So you have a whole bunch of children growing up off of social media, going and watching these videos where it's like, oh yeah, girls are like this, girls are like that. People like Andrew Tate and a whole bunch of people out here that are putting out false narratives about general population. And you got kids watching this, and it's like, okay, so this is what the world's like. And then a lot of kids, they're not close to their parents like that. They don't really go outside like that no more. So it's a whole lot that goes on that plays into the fact that this generation is screwed when it comes to building relationships and building companionships. There's teachers talking about how, back in the day when I used to give the kids free time, they would talk amongst each other, have fun, do what they do. But nowadays, I give the kids free time, they pop in their headphones, go on their phone, and they just quiet as a bird all day. Not quiet as a bird, quiet as a mouse all day. You know what I'm saying? I can hear a pin drop. I've heard this, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just messed up nowadays, man. And I think another thing that's putting a corkscrew through the whole business of getting in love and really finding your partner and your companion is pornography. and the popularity of guys just trying to get girls for sex. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, when they see a girl, they only see an opportunity to get sex. And so they go up to this girl with this warped vision that all you got to do is just ask this girl for sex and she's going to just give it to you, because they think that all females are just sex toys. And that's not the case. That's never been the case. But because of the fact that you're all on social media, you're all on Twitter, you're all on YouTube, you're watching these 20v1 videos, you're watching these videos where it seems like all girls are just hoes. You're watching these videos and it seems like all girls don't got no morals. You listen to this music, it seems like, oh, all you gotta do is just have some jewelry on and have some money, and these girls gonna be going. And that's not how it works. It might work like that for some females, but don't mess around, she'll give you gonorrhea. Don't mess around, she'll give you gonorrhea. Them girls that just easily just give it to you like that, just willing to just have me. You know what I'm saying? Those are them girls that's gonna give you. That's why. That's one of the main reasons why AIDS and herpes and HIV and these sexually transmitted diseases are skyrocketing nowadays, because of the simple fact that dudes and females are just giving themselves away to just any and everybody. It's all just like a pleasure fest. And when you have a pleasure fest, what happens? AIDS happens, STDs happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't just give yourself to any and everybody. And these girls think that it's cute. These dudes think that it's cute. And another thing that plays into this whole thing is the fact that there's not a lot of fathers in the household of young black boys and young black girls. You dig what I'm saying? And so when you have no positive male influence in the home that can teach kids what to do and what not to do, you know what I'm saying? Even if the dad's not around, it could just be a situation where it's like the parents gotta work, and so the kids being home alone and they all on social media. Without that positive influence from a father or a mother figure teaching their child what and what not to do, they're gonna be out here making mistakes. And that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't never really blame the child for the mistakes that they're making. Whenever you see a child doing something stupid, you immediately got to look at the parent. What is the parent doing? Why is this child feel like it's okay to do this? You know what I'm saying? There's no child born corrupt. There's no child born bad. But if there's a child that's being brought up in an environment that's not caring for this child and not, teaching this child right from wrong, then what's going to happen? They're going to grow up corrupt. And so that's another factor that plays into why our generation, it's just harder for us to find love and harder for us to settle down with one person. You know what I'm saying? But then there's the other side to this coin, though. There's people that are also understanding that marriage is illogical and love in itself is illogical. And why do I say that love is illogical? Because love, just like any other feeling, can come and it can go. You know what I'm saying? You can fall out of love the same way you fell in love. You know what I'm saying? And that brings me back to the first point that I said about how people don't want to get re-traumatized from a relationship failing, because they just want to protect their heart and protect their soul. And so what they'll do is they know that, okay, this person can easily fall out of love with me. Let me not even engage in any of that. And then I started off this statement talking about marriage. Marriage is one of the most illogical concepts that I've ever heard of in my life. All right, so you mean to tell me that me and this one person, we're going to just stick through the rest of life together, no matter who else I find, no matter what happens to them, no matter what they go through and what changes them as a person, because of the simple fact, literally, like I said in the first video about marriage, I'm not going to make a whole other video about marriage. I'm just going to bring up this point. Everybody grows, and so they're all destined to change. I'm destined to change. I'm only 18 right now, but when I turn 20, 30, 40, 50, I'm going to change throughout the decades. Same thing with your love interest. They're going to change throughout the decades. And so you want to get married to this person right now because of how they're acting right now and who they are right now. But in a couple of decades, what's going to happen? They're going to grow up. Something probably going to happen to them that traumatizes them again. Or just not, it don't even got to be traumatization. Literally, just things can change how you act. Like, say, if I were to come into a bunch of money, you think I'm gonna be acting the same way that I act right now when I don't really got that much money like that? You know what I'm saying? Or like, say, I don't know, I lose a close relative. You think that's not gonna change me as a person? And then so when having these things in mind, people are realizing this. They're seeing other examples of people's marriages not working. A lot of people, they don't want to get married because of the simple fact that they've seen how their parents' marriages went. Okay, they got married, they got divorced, they always arguing. Mom was cheating on dad, dad was cheating on mom, and it's a whole lot that plays into why people don't even trust each other anymore, and they don't even want to start trusting each other anymore because they just kind of feel like the hope in love is gone. And then on top of that, there's a whole lot of superficial beauty standards and just standards in general that people are holding other people to, and that it just kind of makes it weird. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's kind of just weird to even be dealing with females and men, because it's just kind of like you're weird. Like, you're just simply weird. You think weird. You have weird standards that you're trying to hold people to, especially females. Females, they want this dream dude that this dude don't make no mistakes. He's 7 foot tall. He built amazing. He got all this money. He got a nice car, nice house. He owned the planet. These people be wanting Superman. These females be literally wanting Superman, looking like freaking Velma from freaking Scooby-Doo. These females, I don't know what be wrong with them. And that ties right back into what I was saying about how popular culture is warping everyone's minds. It's warping everyone's minds. A female, you'll be texting a female, you text back slow, oh, she automatically think you cheating. Or like, you be texting a female and I don't know, you just say the wrong thing and she's talking about, oh, you gave me the ick. What is that? What are you talking about, the ick? They're like, I hate people that bring social media stuff to real life. This is real life. You can talk like you're a regular person. You know that, right? You can talk like you can talk like you know English. You know what I'm saying? Like, our generation is destroyed. I don't know what did it, and I don't know what we can do to fix it. But our generation is just destroyed. A lot of people, they can't even go a day without doing drugs. They can't even have fun without doing drugs. So say if you're a regular dude that don't smoke weed, you don't pop pills, you don't drink, none of that. A lot of these girls, they're gonna think you lame just simply because of that. Just simply because of the simple fact you don't do no drugs, you don't smoke no weed, you don't drink no alcohol. So what do you do? What do you mean, what do I do? I do plenty other cool stuff. You know what I mean? People don't want to get to know each other anymore. It's just a weird society that we live in, bro. And when we all get older and we all have our own children, how are they gonna start acting? What's gonna happen with them? What are we gonna be able to teach them? A lot of people, they have children way too young. And so you supposed to be trying to figure out who you are as a person. You trying to figure out what you like in life. You know what I'm saying? But you done had a child before you even graduated high school. And then so now it's kind of like, okay, how is your life gonna go from now on? Because you can either raise this child like you're supposed to raise this child and put your child first before you, or you're gonna still be trying to live your life, go out, have fun, drink, hang out with friends, do this, do that, while you still have a child at home. You leaving the child with your grandma, or not grandma, but leaving the child with your mama, or you leaving the child with somebody here, or you leaving the child at home by itself, and you trying to go out and live your life, and that's child neglect. And then this child's gonna grow up with a destroyed mindset, you know what I'm saying, looking at you like you crazy because of what you did and how you raised the child. And it's just, this has nothing to do with what I was talking about. This has nothing to do with what I was talking about. But back to the original point, man. Love is screwed in our generation. I don't know what we can do to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think people want to fix it. That's another thing. People don't even want to fix it. Once people have a certain mindset that they've been raised up to believe their whole life, then fixing it is kind of like, why would I? You know what I'm saying? This is how I've been thinking my whole life. Why would I change my mindset now just so I can do what? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that's why when you try to have a conversation with people about religion, they'll just shut it down. No matter how much sense you're making, no matter what you're trying to say right now, no matter what logic you pull up, no matter what facts you pull up, they'll still just shut you down with just straight nonsense. They don't even want to hear you speak. They don't even want to hear you speak because they've been raised with a mindset where it's like it's uncomfortable to break that mindset. It's painful to break that mindset because this is what I've been believing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why parents, if you gonna raise your child a certain way and then you gonna try to change it, oh, this is how you really supposed to be acting, this is how you really supposed to be doing, it's gonna be hard, bro. You gotta start off. You gotta start off their life with the mindset, listen, love is important, okay? Getting to know people is important. Being a good person is important. These are things that you need to instill in your child from birth. Because if you just let them go willy-nilly and you try to change them when you see that they making mistakes and you see that they doing stupid stuff, it's too late. It's too late. You dig what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about what I'm talking about, man. And please, even if you got hate comments, come on, bring them on. I ain't gonna delete no videos. Y'all talk about some delete the video. I ain't gonna delete nothing. But you're more than welcome to comment. Come on. But that's all I got for this video, man. Send us some, guys. Peace out. Now if you let somebody tell it, they said that I'm no good. Wanna battle me and come out on top of you, wish you could. Getting out your body to come attack me, I wish you would. Put the mic down and never rap again, you really should. I fell in love with being sober, please don't pass me any words. Every chance I got when it came down to business, man, I stood. Man, it's